Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Whew, I laid out some cards and got a little ways into this, and so I'm going to go ahead and start the read now. What we have here is we have new love offers, an Ace of Cup, an overflowing cup of love, right? Proposals, marriages, everything's coming together. And you have an invisible person here, possibly an absent father. Like this could be a man who had a family and didn't supply a foundation for them. And he's invisible right now. He's not your friend. He's targeting this Empress who is challenging him. She's like, you know what, out of self-preservation, she's like, hey, you know what, I don't want nothing to do with you. So she disconnected herself. She's like, you just back off, Jack. And she's very courageous. So that has this person that's targeting her from an unknown place, pissed off, right? Because he's a devilish energy and he needs to connect with her with an evermore to gain freedom. This person is in the recent past is trying to get a Two of Cups with this Empress. It's a religious person who is a chicken. And he doesn't care about helping other people. He's not of service and he wants to get out of judgment. He needs to cover himself with the spiritual wealth and goodness of this Empress. And he needs to do that by connecting with her through contract. He needs to come into control of the essence of this woman. So if he contracts with her, then all of a sudden he owns her, basically, right? According to law. So he's coming in. He could be rushing in here to defend himself and his beliefs and why he thinks he deserves a relationship with her. And the fact of the matter is that there's a visitor here and he doesn't want to get a visitation because he doesn't want this visitor to know that whoever he is, he doesn't belong here. He doesn't belong here. And he doesn't want to be found out. And he needs to be covered by the spiritual goodness and essence of this Empress. He needs to hide behind her energy. He needs to mask himself, cloak himself, so that he can be happy. But the thing, because she's happy, he wants to cloak himself in her happiness, because he's stuck in this addiction, really dark energy, and he's like, oh shit, and then he's in this King of Pentacles in the reverse energy. So he's greedy, he's obsessed with wealth and status. And he sees that this Empress has got this wealth and status, right? She's been forgiven. She's healthy mentally and physically. She's got an abundance of love in her. She's been seen as this beautiful, faithful person. And she disconnected from this person. And he's coming back around. He's trying to force himself on her. He's trying to force himself on her. He's trying to say, but this is why this happened. And he may not even be coming like that. He may be coming in as an authoritative figure. Well, this is why that happened. And he may be looking at you like you're just a poor little schmuck who doesn't believe, or who doesn't understand the logic of sanity, when he's just an actor. He's an explorer. He's not even supposed to be in that position. He's a fraud. And he's a chicken, and he's afraid right now, and he wants to cloak himself real bad with the energy of this Empress. So he's thinking of her right now. She's very disciplined. She's in her Queen of Cups energy. She's compassionate. She's emotionally stable. And what he needs to do is he needs to come in here and knock her out of her emotional stability through communication, some form of communication. But look at that. They got their boxing gloves on. He wants to come in here and punch her on the jaw and knock her out of her emotional stability. so that he can latch onto her with whatever energies he's attached to. He wants to offload attachments onto this Empress, Queen of Cups. So what we have here then is we have the ploy could be they might be sending in another party. You know how they go, right? You got your Knight of Swords. They're coming in. They're defending their beliefs, and they could very well come in as this person who wants to offer a small token. I'm going to offer something small. I don't want to be I'm not offering friendship. I don't want a relationship. I just want to, let's work. Let's build something. I got this. You're capable, and I want to work with you. I want to build something with you, right? So they're going to come in there. This could be a whole nother person coming in, trying to like throw you off your path and say, hey, I just want to work with you because I admire you. I think you're all that great. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, they're going to come in. They're going to be like, they're not going to be in the limelight. They're going to be some Joe Schmo, low status, doesn't have a whole lot of anything. Maybe if he has a pot to piss in, and he's going to come in and he's going to want to build something because he sees that you're generous, and that, you know, he's going to come in and he's going to be like, you know, he's a knight. So I don't know, man. But the fact of the matter is that they're in grief right now because they're not in the limelight. They fought hard to take this Empress out, and they weren't able to do it. She's coming into her love union, and they're in grief about this. So they want to come in and they want to interject themselves into that, you know, like occupy her mind with something other than what it is she's here to do, right? She's on her own. She's reached Empress status. She's disconnected from this energy. She doesn't rely on anybody. You know, she is on her own. She's free. And these ones want to come back in and somehow attach themselves to her, contract with her, get an agreement of some sort, right? And it could be because they are jealous. They're jealous. There could be a Queen of Pentacles reversed who's jealous here. They see you as perfect. And they see that you're successful. You know that there's no greater goal than to love. And so they want to come in, and this could be her son. Knight of Pentacles. It could be her son. It could be her lover, whatever. Third party situations are good scenarios for this, I guess. I mean, it seems to be the story of the cards, right? And so the outcome here, we've got a Three of Cups in the reverse. So we've got people who are overindulgent. They're overindulgent. They do a lot of heavy partying, you know, gossiping, and they're going to come in and they're going to say, hey, we want to avoid conflict. You know, they're going to be like, you know, let's agree to disagree and respect our differences. And they're going to approach this wholesome people who is of peace with this opportunity for friendship, right? Because she's on her Wheel of Fortune. The Empress is on her Wheel of Fortune. She's coming in and she's guided by there's like, so she's coming into her Wheel of Fortune. She's on a new good luck karmic cycle. She's the Empress, right? She's earned some rewards for her faith. And and she let all this stuff go, right? She let all that previous stuff go. She sacrificed it, and she's here with the Hierophant. Or it could be that she has seen as a highly spiritual person, you know, that's respected by this King of Cups. There's going to be a Tower here for somebody, and it's going to leave them in a Nine of Swords. And then there's an Ace of Wands with this High Priestess. So, yeah, new projects and everything. So, oh man. Then we've got the creativity here and now. And there's a tribe that's headed to the grave. And that could have to do with this religion chicken thing. They're on their way to the grave. They're in grief. They didn't get the limelight. They weren't able, in the competition that they were bringing to the Empress, who disconnected herself in the process, they weren't able to take her out. She disconnected herself. They couldn't unalive her or take her out or knock her off of her spiritual path or her the way she was going. She's still at peace. She's still seen as wholesome. And yeah, she's just herself now, even while they were trying to puppet her, right? And she could be seen as important. She may be on a spiritual throne, and she took care of herself. She still takes care of herself. And that's what these energies see, right? And they want to come in and they want to make a change to that. They want to make a change to that. They're like, oh crap, man, we gotta find the location of this person, and we gotta make a change to that. So everybody, the message is going out. They're like, we gotta find this person. This wise guy's like, yeah, he wants that leadership role bad. He's not giving up. He's not gonna stop. He wants to pretend to be a sovereign person. He wants to pretend to be a sovereign person. He wants the attention. So he's spying. And it could be he's spying on the creators or on these empresses and other people who are getting congratulated. So he's spying on them. There's a backstory. He needs a body, and he's spying on there's a backstory to what the entertaining things that they were doing to these arcanas, the way that they were martyring them and haunting them when they are just peaceful people who are of service to others, very conscientious people. I mean, and these ones just wanted to wear the suit, right? They wanted to pretend, and that's what they want to do again. So you got to be careful out there with who you're hooking up with now, business-wise, friendship-wise, relationship-wise. And if there's somebody who comes in who piques your interest, pray about it. And I don't mean just pray about it once or twice. I mean, you pray about it all month long and longer if necessary until you get your answers. And you make sure you get clarification on those answers before you risk your vitality and your future. On the bottom of this, we have forgiveness and patience. So I guess the message here is let it go, right? Let it go. These ones, they're having indecision, and it could be that you are too, but you use your intuition. You use your intuition in all aspects of life. So using your intuition, know that these ones are guilty, and there is going to be an end to these ones coming against love with fear. They came up against love with fear, and they failed. And they failed. This was a battle between love and fear. And fear failed. That's, if you really want to know the crunch down, gist of it, that's basically what it was. It was a spiritual battle between love and fear. And it looks like love won, but those who are operating in fear mode or in the fear dynamic, they're still here, trying to interject themselves and get a recreation of the previous cycle. So I think the thing here is in the new cycle, there could be a period of time, and maybe all time, now that we know that this kind of stuff actually threw us into a cycle as we just came out of. To be wary of these things, to really investigate, to pray about it, to listen to intuition, to don't be tempted by status or money or any of that. Really pay attention to what you're using your life force, vitality for, your creatorship for. Is it just to, go get that special Gucci bag or whatever? Or is it to, do something more meaningful and longer lasting? I don't know, man, and this is just more for myself, and I'm just sharing the way that I feel about it, because after all, living is a privilege in itself, and it has nothing to do with a title or some weird status quo, unless you're talking about your relationship with spirit, because they know your heart. You can't run away from that. No matter how much you try or how many cloaks you put on, you can't run away from that. It's funny. I tried. It doesn't work. Eventually you have to face it. So, yes. It could be that there is a message of concern regarding a courtship. So there is an Ace of Cups here, love. It's maybe a new baby, and it's marriage. So there's somebody here who's invisible right now. They're not your friend. They got a message of concern regarding this courtship, and it could be that they and this entire community are facing imprisonment for what they've been doing. So in order to get out of that, they got to come in and hook up with a contract with this Empress, who has already disconnected herself. She's like, I don't want nothing to do with this. I'm out of here. And you know, the only one who can cancel contracts, right, is the Most High, God. So they're challenged because they don't get to go where she's going on the distant horizons. She disconnected herself out of self-preservation. This devilish energy wants a forevermore so they can gain their freedom. They could be a mature man. This codependent energy, very codependent. They don't get the great fortune. It's a religious person who's not in service to others. They want to escape justice by getting a Two of Cups with you. They're a chicken. Oh, and remember, please do whatever you need to do with the genders, okay? Because I'm just telling the story as it correlates. Yeah, so they're not in service to others. They're trying to get out of judgment. They're trying to get out of poverty. They don't want to be in the courthouse. They're a chicken. They're rushing in, trying to defend their beliefs. They don't want to be seen as an imposter. They want to avoid a visitation, and they need to be covered by the happiness factor of this Empress who disconnected herself. Yeah, she's high honor and she's happy, and they need that. They're like, hey, I need your high honor and I need your happiness. So get over here. And she's like, no, I'm taking my health and my faith and I'm going elsewhere. So there's this greedy person here, like harassing her in the near future. He's all up in her business, obsessed with wealth and status. And he sees her status and her wealth, you know, her great fortune. He doesn't get it. Or he didn't get it. He did not get it. And he's facing imprisonment for what he did trying to get it. Greedy. Obsessed with wealth and status. It could be that he's not able to tap into her thoughts anymore. Like maybe he's been separated or cut off. Like telepathically or something. She may are in the house like maybe her house has been protected. Her house, meaning her body, her mental, like all her fields, or perhaps her actual house, and he can't spy on her anymore. So yeah, this Queen of Cups is coming to a marriage. She's coming into a marriage. She's very disciplined. And this union will be very disciplined. It's a high honor union. It's a happy union, a very happy, disciplined union. And this person, this King of Pentacles reversed, he wants to bring conflict to this union, and he wants to call it communication. There's a Knight of Pentacles wanting to come in to make an offer of us working together. Or that could be that the hard work that was done to try to flip you, Empress, out of the limelight has them in grief, because losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. I think that's what that probably means. Whatever hard work they were doing routinely to try to get this limelight position, it didn't work. It came out in the reverse, and they're in grief. Yeah, again, it could be the mature man. Keeps showing up. There's no concern about this. There's no need to be concerned about this. Yeah, whatever hard work they were doing to flip that limelight or to get into the limelight, it didn't work. They're in grief. They're very jealous because you're seen as perfect. You know that there's no greater goal than to love. And you have the gift, or you are the gift, or you're going to receive a gift. They're gossiping. They want to avoid conflict now. They want to agree to disagree. You're wholesome. You're at peace. This is ending. They want forgiveness. Main male. The main male is wholesome and at peace, or he's here with this wholesome person. And there's peace. Isn't that nice? And there's peace. Look at that, guys. And this group of people who is coming against them, they want to stop now. They've been partying a lot, but they're like, hey, I don't want to fight anymore. And this wholesome person and this main meal are at peace. And there's forgiveness here. And there's adjudication. There's adjudication, so they're under adjudication regarding this unexpected income. Somebody's under despair because this is over. This thief. The lovers are coming into their sudden wealth and their house. And this official person could be in bad health over what they were doing in a family room. I don't know. It could be that this privileged lady gets together with a wealthy man. It could be that the main male is a wealthy man and he's here. This privileged lady is the Empress, right? And there's the marriage here. He's with her in the outcome. Like they're together. Whether that be, no, I don't know, man. This, apply it where it fits in your life, okay? This mature woman is getting a message about the work that was done. The work that they did to change the life of a child or to change the new beginning. For this mature man is going to cause them to go down a journey. Go on they're false people and they're going on a journey down some pathway. I don't know where that pathway is going to go, but they're going on a journey. And this main female who is partner to that main male is having some expectations. So it could be that, even if they're not connected in the 3D yet, they're aware of each other and very much linked. Whoa, that came out there, just flipped right on out of there, didn't it? So yeah, there's an Ace of Cups here. This invisible person who's not a friend is facing imprisonment. They won a courtship. They're getting a message of concern about this courtship. It's like holy moly, and this whole community might be facing imprisonment. There's an accident here, so there could be some, I don't know. There's imprisonment and accident. They wanted, oh, and there's a disturbance. They could be very disturbed as well. They might be blind, like they might not be able, that goes along with this. Like they might not be able to tap in mentally or telepathically, astrally. They might have lost that skill. Yeah, they're challenged because this Empress is a gift or has a gift. Look, and this is the second gift. Gift is here too. They're jealous of her gift. Yeah, she is a gift or has a gift. She's coming into an evermore. She's got her freedom. And this devilish energy wanted to tap in, but he was not able to get a hold of the great fortune. Not going to happen. Yeah, they wanted to do a third wheel situation, third wheel enemy situation in this evermore, inserting themselves into this. And I guess this is a point where everybody lives and learns, you know? I mean, life is a training ground, right? Whatever you choose to do with your time and your effort, I mean, it all winds up being a lesson for everybody. So this religious person who is not in service to others is trying to escape judgment by getting a Two of Cups with this Empress. He could be trying to connect in the dream space to convince this person, or he or she could be connecting in the dream space to convince this person, Emperor or Empress, that what they were doing was, good and true, but they're a chicken. They're trying to avoid court. They're trying to avoid poverty. They don't want to be separated. They don't want to have a visitation. They don't want to be seen as a visitor, somebody who doesn't actually belong there. They need to hide under the high honor and happiness of this Empress. Who is relaxed. They need to hide and be shielded by the happiness and relaxation and the tranquility and the peace of this Empress. And all of her spiritual light, her spiritual fortune. They need to, but they're not able to. This came out in reverse. They can't attach to it. So she's got forgiveness and faith, and she's got her health, And this person is greedy, and they're not able to connect with her in the mental. Yeah, she's coming into her family. She's going to have a beautiful family here in the near future. And marriage is right here. It's the lens that everybody's looking through. So this is getting really close, people. This is getting real close. Ooh, down to the nitty gritty. Home. Family, home, love. Bond. So she's a Queen of Cups, very disciplined, coming into a marriage. There could be some form of communication, or it could be that this King of Pentacles is trying to find her so that he can bring some sort of strife her way. Or it could just be that, forget about the picture on the card. It could, or maybe it could just be that there's going to be some intense communication, or something, like a passionate form of communication that's going to come in regarding a marriage with this Queen of Cups. It could be very unexpected. Oops. Whoa, that one just kind of flipped out. He could be collaborating with people regarding on the best approach. I imagine after all you've been through, and with all of your defenses that you've had to build throughout this, especially the last maybe 10 to 20 years of the previous cycle, you may have really had to fortify yourself. And whoever this divine masculine is may have to be just as inventive and creative at approaching you as he has been managing this connection behind scenes. So I don't know, it should be interesting. Yeah, so their hard work to get into the limelight failed. They weren't able to get in the limelight. They're in grief. They understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, and there's no reason to be concerned here. Nobody's going to come and bully you. There's no bullying going on here in the environment. There is jealousy. There is jealousy. They see you as perfect. You know that there's no greater goal than to love. You are a gift. You have a gift. You're getting a gift. And they're frustrated. They're jealous and frustrated about this. But they want to. They don't want to fight anymore. And this wholesome female is there with the main male in a state of peace. There's no more fighting. There's peace and acceptance. Oh, that's arrogance. So yeah, they were overindulgent. They partied a lot. They're very arrogant. They're very stubborn. But they want to avoid further conflict. So they're agreeing to disagree. They're respecting the differences with this wholesome female and this main male. And it looks like peace. Peace is ensuing. Peace will be. And it says, I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. There is homelessness here with judication. Somebody might be facing homelessness after trying to come after the gift. And they could be fighting with each other because they fell into their own trap or they fell into a trap. And these curses, there's evidence of all these curses. Well, the curses are stopped. The curses are being stopped. There's evidence or there's an investigation regarding this blessing that has been fated or told or prophesied. And what is that? What was that? There's an investigation into the blessing, and it's already been told, or maybe people can see that this is the end. This is the end of this situation. It's over. Everybody who reads cards, everybody who's psychic, they may actually know that we're coming into a period of luck. Everybody gets a reward for whatever it was that they did, whether it be good or bad, I don't know. And some people are going to be withdrawn or rejected, and they're going to have to come to compromises with themselves. I don't know, maybe they're going to be, or maybe they're trying to seek a compromise because they're going through withdrawals, or they don't want to go through withdrawals. They don't want to be rejected. So they're like, hey, so now we're in the negotiation phase, it appears to me. That there's an agreeing to disagree. They want to avoid conflict. And so there is this negotiation period right now. And we're soon going to be coming into calm marriages, which are calm and eternal love. Oh, isn't that lovely, you guys? I love this. I see this for the collective. I mean, this is a collective read, and this is what I see. I see a return to divine union, We're moving away from those third-party situations, and we're going to get back to the intimate union, essence of my essence, flesh of my flesh stuff, the seriousness of it. This world, we've gotten into disposable this and disposable that, and it's just crazy. And I'm really happy to see that there could be a return to that which is sacred. And so I'm just going to leave it here because I think this is perfect. And I will see you on the next one, everybody. Have a great night.